My Krishna is the one who asks me to speak up whenever there's something going wrong. Today, Mr. Prime Minister, Vareva, what a great act your government of Gujarat has done by releasing those convicts, rapists, murderers, and then the VHP, and then giving laddus, celebrating. Shame on your government, shame on your party, shame on your organization, shame on VHP, shame on RSS. Are you glorifying the dirty third-rate act of your fellows? Just because the lady involved is a Muslim lady? If you had a sister, you had a mother, you had a niece, you had a daughter, you had a friend, if she was raped by someone else from a different religious community, will you entertain this? Will you do this and justify your act? The poor lady, Bilkis Banu, what all she would have undergone emotionally. So much she would have suffered. She lost her mother in the milli. But you people are smiling. Your spokespersons are full of arrogance. The way they smile, the way they just justify, the smile justifies their act. Shame on y'all. This is not what we want from leaders. You're not leaders. You're all politicians. You're not statesmen. You're all crooks. ఏంటి షీటా పాతది ఒకటి తీసేసి ఫస్ట్ అది పోయి ఇచ్చేసిరా తర్వాత తీసుకోవచ్చు. Shame on you, Mr. Prime Minister. You should tell your party people, you have not uttered a word. They were released, they were garlanded, they were given laddus, they were celebrating that in the VHP. They are all part of your organization. Don't just say, I have nothing to do with this. Do you have a conscience? Your mother is a lady too. You have a sister. Forget your wife, you ditched her. Your brothers have daughters, I'm sure. Your sisters have daughters, I'm sure. Don't just try to have a blind eye towards what the Gujarat government has done. It is shame on your party. These crooks who raped and murdered so many innocent women in the Godhra riots. I don't justify. God only knows who did what. I was a supporter of yours at a time, but today I have lost faith on you. I don't even trust you a wee bit, because all that you're talking is lies and lies and lies. That lies will one day catch up on you, Mr. Prime Minister. It's not good. Don't be arrogant. It's not good. Indira Gandhi was arrogant. What was her last? How did she die? Her arrogance. I wouldn't say Rajiv Gandhi was arrogant as much as his mother, but somewhere he also did something wrong. Look at all the people. You know, when you die like that, these people who died very unceremoniously, God is giving an answer to you. You and Amit Shah, you all are thinking that you are indispensable. You think the country cannot go on without you all. No, God will send somebody. This is a great country. I remember when I was a child, a lot of people used to talk, oh, if Nehru dies, who's going to rule this country? I used to think in my mind, because I was never a Nehru fan. I hated it. I don't know why. It was natural, though I was a little kid. I was only very small. I was 5, 6 or 7. And even then I hated that man. I don't know for what. There were times when my people working for my father said, he is Chacha Nehru, and I have said, no, he is no Chacha for me. When he died, I was smiling, and then one of my father's students pulled me up for it, and I said this, I retorted back, he is no Chacha for me. So that was a natural intuition in me. I said this that day, that there will be somebody greater than him who will rule the country, and we did get Lal Bahadur Shastri, but unfortunately, he had an untimely death. He was murdered. I am 100% sure of that. The man, he really did in a short span so many good things which many people don't realize and know. Because today's generation really does not know who was what. Then Indira Gandhi came and messed it up again with her arrogance. Today you are arrogant. It's not good to be arrogant, Mr. Prime Minister. It is not a good trait in a person. Always be humble, and your humility is, and have some humanity towards and empathize towards your countrymen. You just want to be in power. You just want to announce policies without even having a discussion whether it is right or wrong. You think whatever you do is right. That is not the right way a statesman behaves. If you are not a statesman, you are a typical politician. You are a man of the masses, where you are a man of on the stage. You know to stage manage. That is not good. You're ruining the country. This is a great country. I love my country. I had so many opportunities to go abroad, but I said no. Even for 1,000 crores of rupees or 10,000 crores of rupees, I will not leave this country. This is my country. It's a great country. I'm proud that I'm an Indian citizen. I'm really proud. I don't care what if somebody criticizes my country, my blood boils. I've had arguments with my own daughter when she argues something against my country. I just say to hell with all of you. So for me, my country is foremost. So the same with you all. I don't care what you are and who you are, but my country is most important for me. And when you're ruining my country, I have every right to ask you this question. Mr. Prime Minister, you think what your Gujarat government did is right? And you talk about Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao? Is this the way you protect the girl child? If you had a daughter, you had a sister, and she was raped, how would you feel? I don't think so you would feel, because you left your own wife off. You don't have any feelings. You're only bothered about yourself, about your well-being. I shouldn't be asking you this question. And then today, there is a big discussion about the revenues, freebies. What right have you got to speak? I am against freebies. I am not for freebies. It was only you and Chandrababu Naidu. Chandrababu Naidu first said, without revenues, we cannot spend on freebies. Without earning money, we cannot give anything free. Everything has a price. But you failed. Why did you come down to Tamil Nadu, fly down to do the scooter? You were giving free scooters for the women. So wasn't that a freebie? Wasn't that a freebie when you gave 6,000 rupees to the farmers? And you killed the farmers otherwise? What drama are you putting? Wasn't that freebies when you gave the Ujjwala scheme? What about the Manrega? That's a big waste program. You criticized the UPA and then you continued it. In what way are you perfect, Mr. Prime Minister, that you are talking about freebies? I appeal to the Supreme Court judges to ban these freebies and to pull up the Election Commission of India. The Election Commission should open its eyes. But the officers at the Election Commission are equally corrupt. They are not bothered. Nobody is bothered about the welfare of the country and its people. Everybody is bothered what I can take at the end of the day for my home. Looted money. This looted money won't stay for long. Today is Friday, I'm telling. Today is Krishna's birthday. My Krishna. My only prayer to Krishna is destroy all these corrupt people and corrupt corporate crooks and corrupt bureaucrats. Anybody who is corrupt. I am not saying all the poor are good people. There are good and bad in every segment of the people. Every caste, in every religion, in every religion sect, in every religious sect. But what is that? Have you taken any action to ban asking caste and religion in the application forms? If you do that, Satyam, my bell is saying Sat. If you do that, there won't be any of these discriminations and reservations. That poor boy in Rajasthan, we don't know for what reason he was murdered or killed or what happened. But you're telling it is higher caste and lower caste. Then in which case, do away with the caste. You have an absolute majority. when you can abrogate the 370 and the 35A and J and K, and you brought in a lot of things with your brute majority, why can't you ban this caste, asking caste and religion in the application, if you really mean good for this country and its people? Whatever reservations you want to give it for the economically backward people. There's nothing wrong, because economically backward people are in all religions, all castes, all language spoken people. But you're pretending. You are questioning the freebies of others because you're worried that our party will come and conquer Gujarat. AAP is they are equally crooks. I'm no supporter of Kejriwal. Because an income tax officer doing IRS is not going to be a big Harishchandra. He's another contradictor and I don't like him at all. But him saying free education for the economically backward people, yes, I support. Free healthcare for the economically backward people, yes. But everybody can afford a small amount today. It's not as if they can't afford 100 rupees or 200 rupees or 1000 rupees. But giving fans and TVs and all these stupid utensils, laptops, is not going to solve the situation, solve the problem. It's only going to add to the economic woes of every state and the country. Stop the freebies. I support you in that, but you don't have any right to talk about it because you yourself gave freebies. And today you are talking like a Harishchandra Prabhu as though you have never done anything wrong. Mr. Prime Minister, be realistic. You're sitting in a very responsible post. This is not the way for you to keep talking lies and behaving arrogantly, which is not good for the nation. Wherever you do good, yes, I will support. I will talk. I will support that, whatever you have done good. But not when you do wrong things. I think the intoxication called power has gone to your head. What's the use of you meditating or doing yoga when you are not stable in your head? Be more realistic. The country is in a turmoil, economic turmoil. We need to buck. Soch and your swatch, cleaning the system, cleaning the country, and clean yourself. Thank you, GITA TV and Swatantra Party subscribers.